Welcome to our community. Susie Thomas with you this morning. We hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we are visiting with Dee Welch from Five Oaks, Massillon Women's Club. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for being here. And we are so excited to talk with you about one of the real jewels in the crown of Stark County, and that is Five Oaks, the Massillon Women's Club.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, my goodness. First of all, for someone who's not familiar with it, what can you tell us as far as the background? Where did this house come from?
Well, actually, it was from James Walter McClymes and Flora, and they had the house, and they used to have President McKinley often visited the house. And at one point, we had decided that the women of Massillon were going to form a club, and we did not have a location. So the two daughters actually donated the mansion to us. And so we will be celebrating 100 years in 2019.
Oh.
And the women of the club went door to door and knocked on, and everybody was invited to be members. And it was a wonderful time. And within a few days, they had like 600 members.
Oh, I love that.
And they just worked so hard to get membership. And they had to clean up the house and spruce it up. And we chuckle because they've used Murphy's oil soap, I think, all over the wood. But it was a wonderful place to gather. And as time went on, they had board members and certain sections that we have today that people get to enjoy, and the company of other women in Massillon. So that's how it all started, and we're still there doing it.
What a wonderful commercial for Murphy's oil soap. I think if they knew that, they would want to come down and film inside it. That is amazing.
Yeah. Judge Elam's mother was president at some time, and he did tell a story that he used to help and when he was a young boy, and he'd have to clean all the wood. So,
Dee, I have to tell you, if people were to come to my home, they would not see, the boards around the bottom, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Those are not completely dust free. I'm going to say,
are not.
But you go to the Massillon Women's Club, and there is such intricate wood carving everywhere you look. And the last time I was there, I looked around and noticed, these are dust-free. How do they do that? It's so intricate, and there's no dust.
Yes.
How do they do that?
Yeah. Well, we just make sure that we do now have almost a full-time maintenance person.
Duster.
And exactly. It goes around and makes sure, especially for all the upcoming events, so they make sure that everything is clean. We have beautiful rugs that we just had all cleaned this summer. So we do try to maintain it, and the beauty of it just kind of comes alive when you're there.
Did these 600 women of Massillon realize they would be doing housekeeping
everything
to the max when they joined?
I don't know, but I think that there was just this energy level, and they were so excited to have a home for the Massillon Women's Club. So they were very dedicated.
Not just a home, an incredible home. It's I've said this before, for fans of Downton Abbey, you need to go see it because it's like being there, isn't it?
Right.
It's that feel.
Right, it does.
Just incredible. All right. Well, and one more thing before we move on. Didn't they really think ahead of their time, because the invitation was to all women of Massillon, regardless of race, creed, color.
Yes.
It was an open invitation. This was truly a women's club.
Correct. And there was no limitations. Everybody was welcome. And I think it just brought a lot of energy at the time for people to get involved. And they just did wonderful things, and they still are today. We reach out to the community as much as we can.
I want to ask you a little bit about sections. You said there are many sections. What does that mean?
Well, there are 15 sections, and really it was just broken down to the interests of the women of the day. So over the years that has changed. We have a bridge section. We have a euchre section. We have a social section where that is the largest, and basically we have a program, and then we have dinner. And I think we're up to about 70 members just in that little section.
Wow.
We have a potpourri, and we have a culinary, and we have a literary. So if you become a member, then you can kind of pick and choose how many sections you want to get involved in. And I would say most women get involved in at least maybe 2 or 3, but that just kind of makes everyone connect.
Yes.
And then you work on major projects, and you have philanthropy projects that just kind of, are outreaches. So it really draws the women together in the sections.
I love that idea because you don't get to know people in large groups.
Correct.
You get to know people in small groups, and then you feel a part of that large group. So this is one way to do that.
Yes.
Get to know. So is there a place where someone can check out what all of the sections are?
Yes, we do have a website, and the website is www.massonclubs.weebly.com. And anybody that goes on there can certainly find out anything about the history of the club a little bit, all the different sections. If you have an event that you would like to host, we do weddings, we do bridal showers, baby showers. We are really busy, but we also have, of course, our membership functions that are our priorities. But you can go on there and find out all kinds of information.
You still remain so open because all of these things that you're talking about are open to the public. You don't have to be a member to have an event there.
No, you do not. If it's an outside event, you just work with our full-time manager, and then she sets it up and interviews, and you have a contract. If you want an event and you're a member there, then the same kind of thing. But if you want to kind of just test the waters and see if you would like a section or if you would like to be a member, you are allowed to come 2 times to a section meeting, and then you can decide if you would like to join us or not.
Membership costs how much, Dee?
Well, it's $70, and that includes your membership. And then when you come we usually have a dinner or a luncheons with our meetings, and those run, depending on if they're a luncheon or a dinner, between $13 and some are $20 in the evening.
How do you keep it so affordable? The food is unbelievable,
Thank you.
and it's
Thank
so
you.
affordable.
It is, and it's good. And of course, we're well known for our sticky buns.
Oh, those are all I need. I could live on those, I'm pretty sure.
I know. We all have to walk up and down the steps a few times
Thank
to burn
goodness,
off the
'cause
calories.
You've got those beautiful steps to go up and down.
Yes.
So you eat your sticky roll, and then you go on upstairs to the gift shop, which
Right.
is amazing. We'll talk
Yes.
about that too.
Yes.
But the food, let's talk about the food before we move on.
Yes.
Talk about the
Yes.
food.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We just have some great recipes that it's just a special time, and our cooks pull them out, and we have a wonderful crew. We have a full-time cook and a part-time cook, and then we do have our servers, and everybody just pitches in. So it just all happens, and it is a wonderful time to watch them all put it together because it is pretty amazing.
You have a servant's heart because it's the members who step into
Yes.
the servant's role and serve people as they come. And they might be going to the dinner one night and serving at the dinner the next night.
Yes, you know that very well.
Yeah. It's just, it's very cool. The whole idea is so great. Let's talk about that gift shop. You go up to the second floor. It's one of the coolest boutiques in
thank
the
you.
area. I would say
Yes,
in
it
Northeast
is.
Ohio.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do we find there?
Well, we have a chairman for that, Sue Reed, and she goes by twice a year, and she just has a great eye of what women like us would like and enjoy. Plus, we've kind of expanded it to some of the children's clothing, and we do have a little more clothing this year than ever before, the wraps and the sweaters, and we have jewelry and purses, and so we are always have a special going on. We have beautiful wreaths, and right now we just got through decorating for Christmas, and it is beautiful. So we have this year we have a white Christmas tree in there, and the ornaments are gorgeous.
Oh. In the
So,
gift shop.
In the gift shop.
When is it open? Is it only open during events, or if someone couldn't just wake up one morning and say, I think I'd like to go shopping at Five Oaks?
Yes, correct. It is open during all our events and during our members' events. We do have open tours, and we are getting ready for the day after Thanksgiving. It will be open from 11 to 3, and we will have open tours, and the gift shop will be open. And so we do try during the holiday season. We have so many events that are going on that are booked all through December, that every time an event is booked, we will have the gift shop open.
Oh, that's great to
So
know.
it really opens up the doors, and we do very well because the generosity of the people that come and visit.
Okay, any day you go to Five Oaks, it's gorgeous. From room to room, it's absolutely amazing. In fact, before we get into what it looks like today, tell us what we find there, the furnishings, and what can you tell us about the rooms?
I know it in the main hall. I mean, we have, when you walk in, we have a Tiffany lamp. The chandeliers are just beautiful, and we really try to maintain everything that is there. We have special kind of glassware and the dinner and the glasses and the plates. We really just, you can walk through and tour all of these and see them. We have vases. Many are donated, but we kind of maintain them. And of course, there are just, special times when we do take certain things out for certain teas, and we will use them. But many people are so generous. Even the chairs that we will bring down at certain times in the main dining hall, they're beautiful, and those were donated too. So everything, we try to just keep everything as original as possible.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because when you look into, let's say you go up to the second floor and you peek into one of the bedrooms and you see it just laid out just beautifully, as if a little girl were using, and then you look at the wall and you see a photograph of that bedroom back as it was being used, and it looks, often it's very much the same, but it is so cool to see it in its glory and then see it maintained with such love and care.
Yes.
It absolutely, you all just do an incredible
bring back
job.
The memories, and actually, the gift shop was one of the sisters' bedroom.
Was it?
So,
okay.
So I mean, there has been some changes, but we pretty much keep it, authentic.
And then third room ballroom, which I understand was pretty common for the day, almost like a rec room to us.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, there's one section where it was a conversation room, and I think they used to play cards in that little area. But there were many festivities in that third, floor ballroom. And like I said, President McKinley would come and visit, and I think they had many dances and events, and so that's still going on today. And you kind of feel that when you have something.
One fun picture to look for is in the office, which was the billiard room.
Yes.
They have a picture of that wedding, one of the daughters who lived there, that wedding, that they had to wait until President McKinley and his wife could make it. So they're holding the wedding until one of the guests, but kind of an important guest, got there.
Yes,
but isn't it a fun picture to see that all decked out the way that could look? And then you're standing in the exact same room.
I know. It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. All right, well, we're going to take a short break here, but we're talking with Dee Welch, and she's from Five Oaks, the Massillon Women's Club. For people who don't know where you're located, what's the address?
It is on 4th Street. It's on the Brick Road, but 210 4th Street Northeast, Massillon, Ohio. And the number there is 330-833-4896.
Okay, and we're going to be back after these words, but finding out everything going on for Christmas at Five Oaks after these words. You're listening to Our Community.